Today, you're going to listen to a typical English conversation that takes place when a couple is dealing with heating problems in their home. As always, we've sent a free guide to help you with the words and phrases that were used in this conversation. If you haven't already received it, just click the link in the description to get your free copy. Don't worry if you don't understand everything during the conversation, because after listening, I'll take you through some of the expressions used and give you some tips on pronunciation to help you sound like a true Brit. Stick around until the end of the video and you'll have the chance to practice speaking by taking part in that conversation yourself. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. It's Baltic in here.
You can say that again. I'm dithering. Is the heating playing up?
Yes, I think it needs fixing, but it's beyond me.
Righto, it's time to bite the bullet. I'll call someone in to come and sort it.
Can you stress that it's urgent? We shouldn't be wearing coats inside.
Too right.
Hello, Gracie's Heating. How can I help?
Hi, our central heating is packed in. Can someone come and take a look, please?
What seems to be the matter with it?
Truth be told, I'm clueless. All I know is that the boiler's bust.
Is it gas or electric?
It's gas, and it's dead as a dodo. Can you come round today? The house is bitterly cold.
Well, as it happens, I'd got a free slot this afternoon around 2. Would that suit?
This afternoon would be cracking. Thanks.
How did you get on?
It's all in hand. They'll be here later, around 2.
Well done. Believe you me, getting a heating engineer in this weather is like winning the lottery.
I know, but it'll probably cost a mint.
It's worth it not to be dressed like this.
Tell me about it. Now go and put the kettle on while I find my thermals.
Now let's look at some of the common English words and expressions used in that conversation that you might not have heard before. At the beginning, we heard that it was very cold in the house when I used the expression, "It's Baltic in here." This is the Baltic Sea, and because it's extremely cold here, it can be used to describe these sorts of cold, freezing temperatures. We heard another way of describing cold weather.
The house is bitterly cold.
So now you can really sound British when it's Baltic or bitterly cold. Kerry agreed by saying,
You can say that again.
"You can say that again," and this is used when you totally agree with what someone has said, like this. These politicians don't know what they're talking about.
You can say that again.
Later on, she used a different expression to say that she was strongly agreeing when she said, "Too right."
Too right.
In the conversation, you heard Kerry say that she was dithering.
I'm dithering.
Now, this word has 2 uses. First, it can mean that you can't decide about something.
Stop dithering and decide which cake to buy.
And it also, like in this everyday conversation, can mean that you're shaking with the cold. Fixing the central heating system was beyond me. And what I meant was, I wasn't able to do it. Use it like this.
Using the washing machine is beyond my husband.
We decided to bite the bullet, which is another way of saying to do something you might have been avoiding.
I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get a new van.
But we did bite the bullet and get a heating engineer to sort it, which is an informal way of saying fix it. On the phone, the engineer was told that the boiler had packed in,
Hi, our central heating is packed in.
which simply means it had stopped working. My phone's packed in. And he was asked to take a look.
Can someone come and take a look, please?
In other words, to see if he could check it and see what was wrong. To take a look.
My back is really painful. Can you take a look?
The engineer used a great English expression,
What seems to be the matter with it?
which is an alternative way of asking what's wrong. If you want to make it really clear to someone that what you're about to tell them is the absolute truth, you can use this lovely phrase.
Truth be told, I'm clueless.
And what she was being honest about was that she was clueless as to what was wrong, which is another way of saying she had no idea. She was clueless.
Are you sure this is the right way to go?
Truth be told, I'm clueless. If you want to ask if someone is okay with what you're suggesting, you can use the expression, would that suit?
Well, as it happens, I'd got a free slot this afternoon around 2. Would that suit?
And it did suit Kerry because she said it was cracking,
This afternoon would be cracking. Thanks.
meaning it was great or excellent.
This is a cracking report.
When you have everything under control with no problems, you can say,
It's all in hand.
and the heating problem was all in hand because the engineer was coming at around 2, which is another way of saying at about 2. You heard a lovely British expression. Well done. Believe you me, getting a heating engineer in this weather is like winning the lottery. Believe you me. This means trust me or I assure you. All of these explanations and more can be found in the free guide, so don't forget to check the description to get your copy. Now, truth be told, it's time to sort your English conversation skills by taking part in that conversation yourself. Your words will appear on the screen as you need them. And for the best results, what should we do?
Speak out loud.
Speak out loud.
Speak out loud.
Speak out loud. It's Baltic in here. Yes, I think it needs fixing, but it's beyond me. Can you stress that it's urgent? We shouldn't be wearing coats inside.
Hello, Gracie's Heating. How can I help? What seems to be the matter with it? Is it gas or electric? Well, as it happens, I'd got a free slot this afternoon around 2. Would that suit?
How did you get on? Well done. Believe you me, getting a heating engineer in this weather is like winning the lottery. It's worth it not to be dressed like this. If you found that helpful, I've got another cracking video that you'll love. Believe you me, it's packed with more useful British expressions to really boost your English. I'll see you next time.